Alright. Just gotta wait this out for another second. That's working. Waiting. Come on, unify, you stupid ads. There we go. Okay. And ads starting now. There we go. So, good morning. Welcome back to the stream. Or more specifically, if you're hearing this, you're likely watching either on the Twitch or YouTube VODs, in which case, thank you very much for joining. If you haven't been here before, I do a little preamble while I have the early credits rolling, or the early ads rolling, so that nobody has to have pre-rolls for about an hour. If you're not interested in hearing said preamble, skip ahead about 2 minutes and 25 seconds at this point, and you'll get right into the video. Otherwise, if you are watching on YouTube, please do subscribe. It helps out a lot if you like this kind of long-form recorded stream content. But more importantly, if you would like to join me on Twitch, I would love to have you. We've got a fun little community going, and it'd be great to have you there to add to the chaos. Speaking of the chaos, in the bios of both YouTube and Twitch, you will find a link to my Discord, which is just as crazy and fun. So if you'd like to join that, you're more than welcome there as well. We've got all kinds of excellent things to do, from meme channels to hobbies and craft sharing to just general chat. And of course there are things specifically pertaining to the stream, so you can have a vote on what game I'll get next with our stream goals. You can vote on which game I actually prioritize playing as we get through them. You can see a full list of my available Steam games, so you know exactly what I have. There was something else too. Oh yeah, I have now also added a channel. I think it's called the Countdown to Fear. No, I changed the name of that just recently. What was it? It's called the Horror Game Tracker. And basically, I hate horror games with an absolute passion. They scare the crap out of me. But I've made agreements with my chat that when we reach certain average viewer milestones, I'll play them. So if you go to that channel in the Discord, you can see updates after every live stream for how that average viewership is doing and what the next goal is that we're going to hit. I've got the horror games pinned to the top of the channel. So if that's something you're interested in, you can come do that too. That's actually what today is supposed to be. This is a boss battle weekend, so since most people are busy and can't watch, if I don't get enough viewership, that average viewer goes down. I get to recover health, as it were. So if you want to stop that and see more horror games, come join on the weekends. That being said, we are now back into chat proper, so thank you very much for everyone that's here already. I kind of hate you, because that means my health isn't dropping as much as it should be. But we are going to jump back into Raft. Now, last time we made some really good progress as far as getting through a lot of the basics for sustaining ourselves. We made some progress on the raft, including getting a stationary anchor. Today, what I'd like to do is to make myself a bow and some arrows to help stave off the shark. And that way we can start getting more equipment to be able to, build up our raft. I also went through and actually checked my old designs for the ship that I want to build. And that means we'll have a much nicer time trying to get that done. I just need to eat some food here quickly, because I forgot to cook any. Somehow. I do still have these growing, yes. Yes, good. One of the things we have to do is make sure we're not going to actually ram that island. And we're not heading over there anyway, so we're good. One thing that I need to do is to actually research the bow, which I think requires one of these bolts. Yeah, here we go, the bolt. So we're gonna craft 2 of those. I'll need one at least to make the bow. Bolt. Research. There we go. So trees, metal spear, net launcher, and cooking pot. Did I not get the bow? Where is the bow? I didn't get the bow yet. Oh, criminy. Oh, here they are. That's why. Metal fishing rod, shovel, net. Here's the bow. Okay. And is my food ready? It is. Good. Gonna cook up 2 more. Because I gotta start eating. I really need to get a cooking pot going too, so I can start making better food. But that is not the priority at the moment. Where is this? Basic bow, there we go. I need 2 vine goo. I should have lots of that. This is why it's important to have, like, everything. Because, unfortunately, you burn through it very quickly. Like, it takes a long time to craft everything, and, for as long as it takes to craft, you always need more. I am going to extend the boat out now that I've confirmed the dimensions here. So size-wise... Oh, there's another little island. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This should be the middle. And then there should be another 14 on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good, 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 good. I need to gather some greenery, some leaves, because we need a lot more rope. Oops. Good. There we go. Okay. It's a good thing we're about to get to the point where I can actually start building better storages and things too, because I am desperately starting to run out of space. I'm gonna let this go forward a little bit more. And then once we're past, I'll swim back towards the island. Plastic, stones, goo. We are really on the verge of being able to actually start progressing and getting some more cool things. Just the basics are so important. If I spend all this time setting up now, then the rest of the game goes smoothly. If I don't, then I suffer instead. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, that was the middle piece, so we're gonna go 2, 3, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. Oh, I need a little more plastic. See, this is the beauty of it. Thanks to all of these traps, I am now able to function. I just need to grab a handful of anything, and I have enough to do what I want. That's kind of far out. That's fine. That'll be okay. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay. And then in the middle, we have 3 more here. Gonna need a bit more plastic. Oh. Let's put some stuff away so I can burn through this more efficiently. Planks. 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 Consume the decoration package. Oops. Oh no, they just fell right through. That sucks. That's very rare to have happen. So we're going to put these here and one more up here. And I need these. Gonna wait on making them nice. I just wanted to check the angle. Go. Good. Oh, gotta eat. Put the planks away. Put some plastic away. There we go. The unfortunate reality with resources in this game is that the lower your water and food actually are, the more they actually restore when you eat them. So you are rewarded for waiting as long as possible. Put that there. I need to burn through a couple more things here too. For now, let's go make the bow. Where is it? There we go. Make it a bow. Excellent. We're going to put this back over there. That's the right spot. Good. Why can't I put that in? That's stupid. Turtle. And I need to start processing some more iron. Let's maybe do this first. Because I think I need to research the copper in order to get the circuit boards. Gonna eat. And I need a bunch of arrows. I'm not sure how many I can actually keep in one slot, but I know I have a lot I can make, so we're gonna make just as many as I can carry. They are exceptionally handy. Looks like 30 is the max. Okay. We'll leave those ones in there for now. I might bring them. Just in case. We'll go research this copper ingot. There's the circuit board. Okay. Good, good. I gotta do the harvesting and replanting. There we go. I should have 6. I'd like to make another water bottle too, because I need to be able to refill this at the same time. And doing this cup by cup is kind of annoying. So how do I make another bottle? Just plastic and 4 more vine goo. Vine goo cooks pretty quickly, so that should be easy. And I'd also like to look into making flippers. And an oxygen bottle. Flippers is here. Plastic vine goo rope. I'm gonna make more rope. Because I will absolutely need lots still. There are 2 other things I want to build as well, as far as food goes. A cooking pot would be nice. It's a lot of metal. And a grill will be huge. So let's do 2 metal ingots and the nails. We'll do the metal ingots first. They take a little longer to cook, but being able to get rid of these will be very nice. Oh, stupid Grace already took a chunk out of this. Plastic. There we go. And we're going to keep cooking these for now. At least until I can get that grill going. Come on, cook. I'm glad the fire doesn't go out under the water. I mean, even if it did, the worst thing that would happen is I'd have to put it up here instead. But thankfully, I do not. A couple more ropes. Combine those. Gonna leave the clay here as well, I think. Yeah. I do kind of desperately need to get some more storage in place. Go away, Grace. Okay. 2, 3. Go. we're almost ready to go out. Oops. Just not quite yet. Do I have enough for this grill yet? Just the extra ingot. Okay. We're almost ready for that. And actually, I think there should be some dive gear I can research too. Like a... That's what it is. I need to research the bottle. I think. Yep. I need to research a bottle. So more vine goo. Let's get this cooking. And I'm going to build this grill. It can just kind of sit here for now. I'll worry about placing it better later. And I can get rid of these, which is huge. It clears up so much floor space. And I guess I'll just dump them in here for now. Next to this stuff. Which wood do I have? I think it only takes 3 of these. It might be 5 for the grill. 4 of them. Okay. Same difference. It's okay. We're going to put the leftover wood back up here. And I need some more hooks. So just a little plastic. We've got 1, 2, 3. Just to be safe. Leave these here, leave these here. I'm going to make sure this is full of water for when I come back. I think that was all 5. Yep, good. Didn't I get a bunch of shark meat from killing Grace last time too? I thought I had. Maybe I ate it already. Sheesh. I must have been a hungry boy. Okay. Vine goo. Still need a couple more. It's much nicer getting to these islands when I have the flippers, at the very least. And because we actually have arrows and a bow now, we can make Grace go away a lot easier. She will not chase us for an exceptionally long time after we give her a shot to the heart. Oh, gotta get rid of this. Bam. And let's harvest these. I'll replant while I'm cooking. And actually, I can get rid of that fishing rod now too. Goo. Goo. Drink. I have to wait for that to finish and then 6 plastic into rope. Leave my corner pieces alone, Grace. Dang thing. I just put stuff away and I'm already full again. Alright, how do I make bigger chests? Storage. And a hinge. Okay. Pick these up. Flippers are here. Oh, I need one more vine goo. Okay. That's fine. No problem. Because the scrap is actually harder to get than the metal now. Which means I need to hang on to it as best I can. It's not horribly difficult to get, but it is a little bit more difficult to get. Let's cook up some potatoes. Having a grill is so nice. It's way more fuel efficient. There's the flippers. Gonna craft those. Hooray! And now I want to make another bottle. Actually, I need to make 2 bottles. That's not hugely necessary at the moment, but I would still like to do it. And especially because I'm about to go out to the island. If I can pick up whatever seaweed that I need while I'm there, that'll be helpful. Because I still want this oxygen bottle, which will help. And I don't think the oxygen bottle takes damage, which is really nice. I'm gonna have to build a circuit board too. Juicer, beehive, binoculars. I don't need the binoculars, they're pretty worthless. I need a lot of bottles. I need like 3 of them right now. I think this is probably good enough, to be honest. I will refill this water before I go. Just so that I have some for when I come back. And anything else I need to dump here? Yeah, actually a lot of things. I forgot I was kind of waiting on metal for a hinge as well. Ah, another one of these will be fine. We're just gonna store everything we need to in here. All the stuff that it won't really make sense to bring with us. And while that's cooking... Actually, let's go do these ones too. Did I replant my potatoes? I think I did. Yeah, okay. Water, water. Always out of water. Okay. So here is the nice thing. Now, when Grace comes to hit me, I don't need to take damage. As long as I'm watching where she is. I want my arrows back, but she won't give them to me. That's why I made lots. Are you still attacking? Man, I thought I was clear of you. Oh well. Once we're on the other side of this island, she should go back to circling the raft instead. Which means I will be clear to focus on gathering more resources. Specifically, while we're here, I need scrap and regular metal. We're going to start reinforcing the raft as soon as we can. And that way we can stop having to babysit it. I think that's a stone. That is, I don't need that. I'm actually going to drop that. I need it so little. Also, clay and sand is still going to be super helpful, both for glass and because I'll need more bricks for smelters. Oh, didn't realize I was drowning. Drowning that close to the surface is always a silly thing to do. You just get so fixated on one survival bar that the other three being separated are like, what's going on? I don't know where this is. Copper is good too. I will still need this for technology. Technologia! I don't even know where that meme came from. It's a weird one. More scrap, more scrap, more scrap. We need 12 each, I think, for a new smelter. Like 12 clay and 12 sand. But I have 4 bricks already, so I'll need an extra 4 of each. So 16 clay, 16 sand would be wonderful. And I do need to collect all of this seaweed as well. Because unfortunately, my flippers take damage through use. So I always need more in order to keep producing. Those are stones. Here's more sand? Clay? Clay. Clay, metal, sand. Where are you hiding? Oh, here's some metal. Not a lot, but a little. I actually don't remember how much metal I need to reinforce things. Looks like 1 ingot and 2 nails. Okay. I have got to get a cooking pot running. These cooked potatoes are just not enough nutrition. I wish they were. They are not. There's so many things. We're right at the point of hitting the mid-game now, so we're really needing just a bunch of stuff. And I do consider this a successful transition to the mid-game, because we have all of our base resource collection ready, and we're starting to build out our raft, which means that we're about ready to go exploring and getting everything else done. What we're missing right now is sustainable food and a ship that won't really break on me. So that's what we're working towards here. And the smelters. Really, the more smelters we have, the faster we get everything else done. Super important. $13 and $7. I need more sand. Do I have more? Having to burn through some for glass is really painful. Eventually we'll have more clay and sand than we know what to do with, just not right now. We are not at that point quite yet. On the upside, because we've been able to upgrade our food, we can stay here longer, which makes this island a lot nicer to explore. Actually, I should probably head up onto the island proper and see if there's any food up there. There might be pineapples or watermelons I can eat. Yes, I know I'm drowning. Back to the surface. I should actually also look into some of the large islands now. They don't have much in the way of food, but they do have some really nice things available for the tokens. You can make special fishing rods, or rather you can make special bait with your fishing rod that will let you catch fish. Uh-oh. I forgot how far down I was. And the unique fish lets you trade in for points and good things as a result. $11, $18. I've got a lot of clay. I just need the last couple of bits of sand here. Hopefully there's more sand. Where are we? Come, my Sandy. Come, my Sandy. You my butterfly, sugar, baby. I hate that song so much. It's so dumb. I don't know why it's catchy. I can tell you I'm very much looking forward to getting that oxygen bottle. It will help very much with this. Oh, there's some more sand. Nope, that's clay. There's this silly meme video online that I like with cute Minecraft-inspired baby names, and they match the baby to the name. So it starts off pretty tame, like Clay and Blaze, and then it gets into Suspicious Stew, Giant Warped Fungus. It is rather amusing. I get a giggle every time I watch it. Any more sand? This looks like sand. 15. I need one more. If I can find just one more sand, I will be golden. And I think this is it. Awesome. Okay. Let's get onto the island and hope for some food. There's usually some. I'm just tired of moving slowly. There's some watermelons. That'll do. Don't need the seeds quite yet. Good. Any pineapples? There's probably coconuts in the trees, but I don't really want to knock them down. It takes quite a while, and it gives me wood that I just don't really need at the moment. Okay, good enough. But that was an excellent haul. I'm glad we stopped at this island. Now we just have to get back to the raft. And as we're doing that, Grace will probably stop in to say hi. There she is. Alright. Let us away. We're going to start by crafting up these bricks. Man, I thought it was far enough away she wouldn't take a chunk out of this. I guess I was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And now we'll let these dry out. Because I think I have 4 here already. Somewhere? Yeah, 4 of these. Which means I should have enough for a total of 3 of these smelters. Which is just huge. Like, I can make 2 more, and then I already have 1. I need more planks. Good. This will be excellent. In the meantime, let's also make this water bottle. And I guess we'll start on more vine goo as well. And that will be important. Some plastic. Because this one gets researched for an oxygen bottle. Hooray. Making progress. Gonna eat, keep my stamina up. I don't really know how long it takes for these wet bricks to dry, but it is kind of a pain until they do. Just gotta wait. I suppose I should consider myself lucky that they don't stop drying out in the night. That is a very nice feature of this game, is that things don't just stop when the sun goes away. Although, for that matter, you think I could cook them on the grill. Okay. Plastic rope, the bottle, and the vine goo. I need 9 vine goo for that? Holy cow. We'll take the rope, because that'll be necessary. And we'll need to pick up some more plastic. Good. I still have to put more things away. I need storage badly. And the compressor. The compressor will be very nice. Can actually start putting some of this junk away. Oh, hi Jacob. Welcome back. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining as always. What's going on with Roblox? Unless that's just an expression you're using, I'm not sure. I was never a Roblox man, so I don't know for sure. Okay, okay. I'll look it up later then. Well, for now, I will consider it good that you're doing better than Roblox. And I'll hope that you just mean good in general on top of that. How's your weekend going? Anything fun and exciting going on? Oh, good. It's always nice getting to check off things on the list to do. Good, good. Keeping things updated is important. Oddly enough, for me, except when it comes to Windows. I hate that they just force updates upon me. Like, let me choose, don't make me take it. It's my stuff. Awesome. Cleaning fridge shelves is also something I should do more often. Then again, it's been a while since I got a proper grocery shop done anyway. Oh, I don't know how you can do Q-tipping for the corners of the windows. Well, I guess if it's corners, it's not bad. I thought you meant the whole length to get all the nitty-gritties out of the angles of the sliders. That would be a mess and an exhausting time. Fair enough. Yeah. A paste and a gunk. Because paste I consider a good thing. Gunk, when it's all, like, thick, not so much. Not so much. Have you been cooking anything delicious over the weekend? I always assume when you've got more time you do fancier meals as opposed to the opposite. go. Grab these as well. That does not sound like a lazy day, but it does sound delicious. Nice, nice. I've been considering getting a soda stream, but I don't know how often I would use it. Like, I like making lemonade, but I don't know how frequently I would actually get use out of it. See, I wouldn't have a place to put a commercial CO2 canister. I did look into possibly making my own CO2, to be honest. That's fair. That's fair. I find, for me, I keep a couple of bottles of 3 different sodas around. That way I've got a nice little variety for anyone that comes over. Like, I'll keep A&W root beer and some Mountain Dew and some Dr. Pepper in the fridge. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. It has looked like an interesting thing, though. I will say that. It's caught my attention a few times. I just don't know if I would use it often enough to even recover the cost of buying it. That's fair. I mean, if you're packaging your own juices, then absolutely that makes a huge amount of sense. I guess I'll just do this for now. I will have to do better positioning later. Yeah. Honestly, if I had a butcher around here, I would absolutely want to make my own jerky, though. See, the second fridge in the garage is usually... Or I've seen that a lot, actually. That's where people tend to keep alcoholic beverages like beers. The fridge inside is for food, the fridge outside is for the booze. But if you're not a big drinker, you're right. It absolutely wouldn't make sense to have that. Also, you mentioned it earlier, but what exactly is confit? Because I've heard that term used a lot in cooking shows, and I just don't really understand it. Okay, okay. So you're kind of simmering the flavor out. Occasionally I see these, I think they're actual Italian guys, but I see these Italian guys on YouTube in the shorts, and they review the way people cook spaghetti the same way that Uncle Roger reviews stir-fried rice. And at the end, they give it a rating between approved. And quite oddly, they used, I think it was Meghan Markle's recipe for spaghetti. I saw that one the other day, and they're like, you know, this isn't as bad as we thought it would be. Which I found surprising. I would not think Her Royal Highness would be able to cook anything at all. But then again, who's saying it's actually her recipe? Yeah. And I guess she wasn't always royalty. She was... Not that you consider her royalty, or can consider her royalty. But, she definitely had times before she was famous where she probably would have had to learn how to cook. Whether she wanted to or not. I heard Uncle Roger actually has a restaurant as well. Oh, his restaurant is awful? Of course I lost my spear just then. To be fair, I don't know what you would expect otherwise. It is just kind of tucked away in some random mall. It's kind of hard to assume it would be good with that condition placed on it. Mall food is not exactly what most of us would consider high dining. Or fine dining, I'll put it that way. Haven't been to that either, but I believe you that it's probably plenty awful. Place with solid wood. There we go. Man, I don't want you that way. Yeah. Wait, are we talking about Mr. Beast or are we talking about Uncle Roger still? Okay, okay. Well, that is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to do this. Ah, that's super unfortunate. And is that like the standard understanding of it? It's not just a couple of people that got thrown off? Ah. That is extra surprising though, because that's the thing he gets most famous for reviewing. Here is my builder. And it's nail and metal ingots. Ah. Well, the shrimp paste might have been for a reason, though. Damn. I could see them not using the shrimp paste because so many people have allergies. Like, I wouldn't be able to eat it if it had shrimp paste in it. I would die. But there's not really an excuse for the rice or for the old egg. I always did my stir-fried rice a little bit differently, though. I know most people fry the egg separately, but what I would do is I'd stir-fry the rice with the oil and then pour the egg into that, and it usually made the rice like nice and fluffy, as opposed to being mushy. Ah. Well, you definitely sound like you've been there firsthand, and I'm sorry to hear it was so awful. That must have been super disappointing. I've never actually had the Texas-style sweet tea, though. I have heard of it, but it's not something I've ever tried. I'm assuming it's just tea with sweetener in it. Ah, gotcha. I mean, if it's a friend whose opinion you trust, then I would absolutely believe that's what it is. And it's super disappointing to hear it was so awful. Yeah. I mean, I can understand it, though. It's not like he's the one cooking it. And like I said, as far as I know, it is just kind of tucked away into the corner of a mall. Like, he's a YouTuber. He's not a professional chef. He might have purview over a single item, but he's still probably just making do with whatever staff he has on hand, right? I could imagine it being mostly teenagers, as opposed to like professional chefs. Because he's kind of... Yeah. That would help. That would probably help. Well, that's the thing. Like, I can understand a little bit why he's doing that, because he's a YouTuber. It's a gimmick for him, right? It's not like he's trying to get into the restaurant business. He's just capitalizing on whatever gimmick his YouTube channel was going for. So he's not doing a standalone restaurant. He's not... Oh, crap. Well, damn it. He's not doing a standalone restaurant, so we can't exactly expect him to be going for high quality, you know? Yeah. It feels more like an attempt at a quick turnaround to capitalize before the fame fades, rather than an actual attempt to create a restaurant. Okay, we're gonna have to change our plan here. Where's my copper? I don't have a lot of copper. So I do cut him a little bit of slack for that. I understand why his restaurant is going to be crappy. Yeah. I'm not justifying the fact that it is crappy. I just understand why it would probably be crappy. Like, it makes sense to me that it's not likely his main focus. Gotcha. I need more nails. There we go. Oh, the one that it was sponsored? Well, fair enough. Oh. Well, that explains why you were saying it. Damn. Yep. I can see how that is definitely a weird week. Oh. Yeah, that's super bad. What a week indeed. Let's see here. Well, hopefully those events are just in passing for you and not something you're too personally invested in. It's absolutely fair to be upset about them, but perhaps not to the extent that it ruins your life or your week. At least I would hope not. Didn't I have some that I just cooked and ate? Maybe not. Yeah. It's the unfortunate reality that people will be able to sneak into those spaces, and as you're growing, especially at the start, there's going to be a lot less vetting because you're just trying to grow as quickly as possible. Plus, some people are good at hiding what they do. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Didn't I have more copper than this? I thought I had significantly more copper than this. Yeah, here's more copper. Okay. It's good. I have mostly beaten the game on my own before, but I never actually beat the last boss. It was one of those runs that I am notoriously bad for, which was if I die, I reset. And I got all the way up to the final boss and just didn't know how to beat it. So I died and deleted my world and then didn't get back to it. So we're trying real hard not to do that. It is a silly way to play, and that's why... Yeah. Yeah. Well, the city ship thing was the middle the middle update. There's actually a section beyond that. 2 sections beyond that. Oh yeah, the game is complete now. So that city ship thing is only about the like 2nd of 4 main story points. I'm just building the copper now so we can get towards the ship, because I unfortunately just ran into one of those floating scrap rafts, which means my ship turned and all of my nets are now facing the wrong way. So I gotta start building some circuit boards. That's why I was so concerned that I didn't have enough copper for a minute. Circuit board, here we go. More vine goo, okay. I am low on vine goo, oh no. Maybe I should get some more. Oh, I have satisfactory. We can absolutely make that a goal. Jacob, you don't have to worry. You don't have to be shy about that. There's a reason that I have the suggested games or the game catalog on Discord. You can just go say, hey, I'd like to see you play that. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll put it in the roster. It is literally as simple as that. I want you guys to enjoy the stream as much as possible, because I appreciate y'all coming back. So if there's things you want to see me play, just let me know. Super easy to get your way with that. Especially if it's a game I already have, because then as soon as I finish one, I can pick up with whatever you want to see next. So don't even worry about it, man. I can absolutely have that in the roster. I think I may keep it... I think I may do Stanley Parable first, once I'm done with Raft. Wait, no. I might make the Satisfactory the weekend series, once Raft is done. Because it's one of those ones where it's a lot of logistics and planning things out and building, as opposed to... No, not the Ultra Deluxe. I have the original Stanley Parable. The one with the Minecraft references still, and whichever game that was where you play soccer with the cars. Because I know they updated the references in the Ultra Deluxe, and I would eventually like to play that too, but... Yep. I have, and there's still a few achievements that elude me, including the impossible achievement. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Get off of there, Grace. Damn it. But for now, I do have just the standard versions. Yellow line was funny. I like the adventure music too. Da 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 da. But I think Conop recommended the Stanley Parable. He wanted to see that. Like I said, it's just in the Discord for the current games list, I think. I said, if there's anything you guys want to see me play on this list, let me know and I'll put it as a priority for stream. And so Conop suggested that one. I know Nat and Grim both have a few in the roster right now of things they wanted to see me play, but I selected one each for them. I think Forager was Nat's idea. So Satisfactory, I can absolutely put that in the roster for you. I will play that sooner rather than later. Actually, another one you might really like that I have is called Dyson Sphere Project. Have you seen that one, Jacob? Yeah, I have Dyson Sphere Project too. I really like that one. That one's cool. I get tired of it eventually, but every time I go back to play it, I enjoy it. And they've done the updates now with the combat. So there's now that swarm that invades from space. You asked me that before, and my answer at the time was, it depends. You had mentioned you might want to get me a math game, but I'm not sure. I mean, I would absolutely play it. I just don't know if I'd be good at it. But I would absolutely play it if you wanted to get it for me or you wanted to see me play it. I have no problem with that at all. Copper ingot and vine goo. I need to research a circuit board. I guess all this is to say, don't stress. If you want me to play something, just let me know. I'm good with it. You know I do my best to accommodate you guys, because I like having you around. And it's not like I have 300 viewers to vie for my attention. Oh, interesting. I don't know how I do with that, but it does sound cool. You've seen how I am with puzzles in general, so if you think I'd be good at it, I would absolutely play it. Just also be ready in case I am no good at it and I start frustrating you. It wouldn't be intentional, but it is a possibility. Oh, that's fair. I like that you guys enjoy how I solve problems. I think it's really cool that you appreciate my approach to puzzles. I never really considered myself the type of person that would even do well with those sorts of games. So, that's cool too. I'm glad you can appreciate that, as opposed to being annoyed by it. That is one thing that I think I am fortunately good at, is I saw advice somewhere where it was, if you're going to stream on Twitch, always be chatting, because anybody can play the game, but to be interesting, people have to know your personality and what you're thinking. And I am good at not shutting up. Streamers. There we go. It also turned out handy for Outer Wilds, though, because it's really nice going back to rewatch my playthrough now, and I can actually, even if I can't experience the game from zero again, I can still understand what I was thinking at the time. Because there were several times where if I hadn't vocalized what I was doing, I'd be looking at my own gameplay like, what was I thinking? How could I believe that? Or why did I go there? So it's just nice having that even for myself. It is something I will likely continue doing for as long as my voice holds out. And I'm glad you enjoy it too. That works out in my favor. What was I doing? I need the receiver and the antennas, which is more scrap. And a hinge. Okay. Scrap, wood, and do I have metal here? I do have one metal ore left. I'm glad I didn't burn through quite all of it. Oh, I have lots of metal ore left. Okay. So, out of curiosity, Jacob, would you prefer that I prioritize Satisfactory, or would you prefer that I prioritize Dyson Sphere? Because I think they're both pretty similar in terms of game concept. Whichever one you prefer is the one that I'll play. I'll get to both eventually. It's just whichever one you'd like to see first is what I'll put on the roster. Okay, yeah. I can absolutely put that in. Actually, while I'm waiting for these to cook, I will add it to the... I'll add it to the list right now, and then I won't forget. So, channel... Because I'm putting it on the panels for the home page, and that way I won't forget either. Games in queue. Oh yeah, I didn't remove Forager for the in-queue list either. So we'll get rid of Forager there and put Satisfactory in. In case you missed it, by the way, the current games in queue are Stanley Parable, the original version, Satisfactory, Deponia, and A Hat in Time. Because those are the ones people were suggesting, except for Deponia, which is very similar to, yes, A Hat in Time as well. Have you not looked at my list of available games, man? No, I don't have the DLCs. Unfortunately enough. And I also haven't played a lot of A Hat in Time. Because as I was going through it, I saw that one scene, the horror scene in the mansion, and I noped out. I noped out real quick from that. So that is included in things that I will have to face my fear of when we get there. If you want to see me scared, don't forget the best way is just to come often so that it can hit those average viewership goals. And since the weekends are kind of slow for me with viewership right now, I thought it would be funny just to call this a boss battle. I can keep viewership down if we don't have thresholds viewership and delay the scary games as long as possible. Get away, Grace. That wasn't why I actually started doing it this way. It just so happened to work out that way, and I thought it would be funny. Hinge. There we go. Need a couple more planks. I will make a rope to clear that space up. Receiver. I would usually build this after, but because we turned, I have to build this early, unfortunately enough. Oh, I need a battery too. How do I make a battery? There we go. Craft one of those. Put you in there. I don't need to turn you on quite yet. And then I need a couple more antennas. I think I need 3 of them. 2 more circuit boards and some more scrap. Okay. We'll put this up here, and then I gotta grab a couple more of these. And hope there is scrap inside of them. There should be. Yeah, that's enough. Circuit boards. How do I make circuit board? I think I need more copper for that. Oh, good, string lights. I was waiting for those two. Copper. Two circuit boards, and I do have enough bolts. I just put them away. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here they are. Have enough vine goo. And then I think I need to actually elevate these a little bit. They have to be up above here. So let's also build just some temporary platforms here. Like I think this one will do as well. Oh, need a little bit more wood. Well, those weren't what I needed. There's so much junk in my inventory right now. I cannot wait to get the scrap machine. Let's craft more ropes. Good. Pick up whatever these are. Planks, excellent. And oops. There we go. I think this should be far enough apart for these. I think. Let's hope. And I didn't cook the potatoes, but I do have the potatoes. Wait, what am I missing for another circuit board? Oh, another copper ingot. Okay. I did not remember how much copper these took. And of course, I am all filled up on these. I guess we'll put this up here for now. No, put this one up here because I'll still need that. Eat some baked potatoes before I starve to death. I need to get a cooking pot, something fierce. But I'm also short on clay for that, so it's not a huge priority. Here we go. Antenna. Good. Gotta go get some more water. Go. And this should do. For the last antenna. I think. Let's hope. Requires higher altitude. Okay. I guess we remove these. We got to get them a little more up. Unfortunately enough. How far up do they need to go? I thought this was high enough. Okay, I need more wood too. Thankfully I do have lots. 3, 1, 2. Temporarily, this is where these are going. And I think there's a ladder I can make. Sure. Ah, requires nails, that's why. Oh well. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Okay, well, we're gonna put this one here. Oh, that's why. This one here. Can I not put that one there? There we go. Temporarily, we have got to get these up. How do you still require higher altitude? Oh, maybe this thing requires the higher altitude. Let's try that. That is a possibility as well. See, I have specific spots for all of these things that make this so much easier. Unfortunately, because my dumbass forgot to dodge that one raft, now I have to do this immediately. Otherwise, I cannot progress anywhere. Yay. Not yay. Very much not yay. That was sarcasm. That out of there, and I guess we'll go there and there. Good. Battery has to go in here. Too close to other antenna and wrong altitude. What? Okay. I am struggling to get this going today. It has been too long since I've had to do this. Where is my axe? Okay, I need a new axe. Couple stone. There we go. And of course, I'm still starving. This is being such a pain in the butt. Okay. Is that far enough if I do it this way? Antenna 1 is good, antenna 2 and 3 not so much. We can leave that there, just so long as this machine isn't on. Okay, so maybe if I move you into the center here, you'll be fine. Maybe. Like right there? Nope. Still a little too close. Okay. That should be an easy fix. I'll just put this here. There we go. Okay, I gotta go that way by a lot. Which is fine, because that's the way we're going anyway. Whoops. I will unfurl my sail, though, which will help me go this way a little bit faster. Now I gotta go this way a little bit. And then the journal. Radio tower 6065. Okay. Go away, Grace. Okay, we gotta get that food. It'll be helpful. I don't need the shark head. We're gonna drop this. I have enough of those already. Gonna cook this up on the grill. And gotta get this back underway. Yeah, that should be fine. And just because of the way that we're facing after hitting that extraneous raft, I do need to have it in the middle of the right side rather than directly in front, which is where I'd like it. And we unfortunately have to go do this now as opposed to later because I need that steering wheel to correct my facing. Otherwise, this will continue to suck. It is the one problem with trying to build the raft like this is... Okay. That's 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, she got one of the nets. That is the problem with building this way, is it's incredibly efficient, but only as long as you haven't actually turned. Because now that I've turned, my nets are all facing the wrong way. Super dumb. Just super dumb. Gonna have to put you this way too. Because I gotta get more... I guess that would be southward? At least southward relative to my current position. This is the first story beat. It's going to take us down to a ship. Like a stranded yacht. And it's the first clue of the trail that we're following for the story. So once we get there, we'll get an important piece of technology. One of the few that we actually get. And frustratingly, one of the ones that prevents us from really having fun with the game until the very last island. Because all of the cool high technology stuff that would be used to help smelt and progress in a more easy fashion is completely locked until you get there. I had actually considered modding the game so that I could have access to those blueprints early, just so that it would be a little bit more of a smooth sailing, fun experience. And then I didn't think about it, so this is what we're dealing with. It's how we started, it's how we're continuing. What else do I have? Do I have more things I can smelt here? I may as well take advantage of this time while I have it. Let's start off by eating. Can put this on there. Eat some shark meat. And drink some water. We're almost aligned. It is pretty interesting the way that they kind of lock progress for the game. So you find the blueprints for the tuner here and the antennas just floating in boxes in the ocean. But in order to actually progress, even if you build this, you also have to have built a sail. Because this is moving in the direction of the wind, and if you've passed it somehow, it will circle back. But you need to be able to influence the location of your raft enough that you can align yourself with this dot. So that's what the sail is absolutely necessary for. And then one of the other interesting things is eventually you'll get an engine for the ship. And that engine is necessary to get you against the wind to a particular island that will never be in front of you. It's always behind you. Which is just kind of neat. They're like, here's the locked progression system for the game. You can either go forward and with the wind, but you have to be able to maneuver enough to get where you need to go. almost there. Eventually I'll be able to recharge these batteries too, but not quite yet. So we have to struggle through just using a minimum amount of power. Is that it? No, that's just a regular island. But we should be far enough south now that I can turn this a little more into the wind. And that will accelerate us a small bit in the direction we need to go. Not a lot, but a little. It does add some speed. You can see we're going pretty significantly faster in the direction we need to be. How much power do I have? Still only one battery loss. Do I have enough to make a new net? I think I might be short on scrap at the moment. Yeah. I should be able to. There's probably scrap in here. Yep. Craft the simple collection net. And with this we have undone all the damage Grace did to us. It's 15. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Okay. And that's fine. She can have this side. It doesn't matter because I've got all of these. Okay. No problem, Jacob. Thank you for letting me know. But I do have all of these reinforced, so Grace won't attack them, which means everything up here she can just have. I don't care. That's a nice distraction for her. And as long as I can avoid getting clipped by this island, we'll be in decent shape. I think I'm going to be fine. Yeah, should be good. So with that, let's turn this fully eastward, I guess. Fully north. Whichever direction the wind is blowing in, we're trying to match it. And 900 more meters. So at this rate, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. We are unfortunately looking at about 10 to 15 minutes of sailing like this. But we'll do what we can. Theoretically, I could have hit that island in order to rotate myself more. But that's kind of a pain in the butt and I wouldn't be aligned correctly anyway. So what I'll do instead is I will try and use what I have here to get organized a little bit more. Because unfortunately I am still terribly underperforming as far as storage goes. Once I get the scrapper, I'll be in much better shape. I can just put everything in there. But for now, anytime I get overstuffed, I have to just abandon things, which is super annoying. We're going to make more rope, because rope is more frequently used than straight up palm leaves. Actually, wasn't there 4 items to collect here? There we go. They must have done an update that broke things a little bit, because these boxes never used to fall through the ground. they would always get caught in the nets appropriately. The fact that they're not anymore is pretty frustrating. What are these? Plastics. Do I have rope in any of these? I do. Okay. So we'll keep this one as wood for now. And this one can be kind of miscellaneous. I'm going to smelt up this last seaweed. And that will get rid of one item slot that's been bothering me. I should probably cook up these potatoes that I just picked up. But for now, I'm going to put them in here. I can start smelting more of this metal, because I will never need the ingots by themselves, or these raw metal ore by themselves. So it makes total sense to just keep processing them as I can. How's this doing? 700 meters, okay. And I don't think I'm going to smash an island. Nope, good. What we're doing is putting clay here. I'm glad I could consolidate that. Stones can go there. And I thought I had a plastic chest. I have a surprising amount of scrap still, which is nice. Because I will need that for the steering wheel soon. And I hear Grace munching on my boat. Stupid shark. Oh, these are out of wood. Okay. Gonna have to refill them. And let's keep going down here. Down here. That little skip that I just felt in the frame rate usually means a new island is generating. So we're probably in range of something, and I'm not sure what exactly. I don't think we're really close enough to the ship yet, but oh, nope. The ship is in range. Okay. We got to turn this a little bit more this way. And we're going to keep processing all the metal. I'm going to make a few more scrap, or a few more nails. Not too many, but enough that I can keep reinforcing this, because I am just so sick of Grace having free reign and destroying things while I'm not paying attention. Especially the collection nets, because the collection nets are so expensive. And it's such a huge drawback, huge setback if they go away. So massively important to keep them here. Everything else can be rebuilt. It's not too bad with just wood and plastic. But absolutely the nets have to be intact. I mean, it would be kind of a pain in the butt if she got one of these as well, but it's not so tremendously troublesome at the moment that I can't do something about it. Let's go check where we are. 360 meters, okay. We're getting there. A little bit more. Yeah, we just had another skip. It's coming into visual range now. They did a good job optimizing it, but there are places where it's still chunky, unfortunately. And loading in these new sections is one of those places. Still on course. How do I make the cooking pot? That would be nice to do. 1 bolt. I don't have enough vine goo, unfortunately. Okay. Well, I will leave this here for now. Condense those. I don't need the... Grace, where are you? What are you munching on? Get out of here. Oh, you wretch. Oh no! This one isn't the ship. That's awful. That's terrible. That's the worst. Oh well. I guess we'll do this first. I completely forgot that this was before that. I didn't think it was, to be honest. What? C'est la vie. Do I have another hook? I do. Good. I'm gonna drop anchor here because it's not super important to bring this. Oh. I need to take a phone call. Hold, please. Mute. There. Okay. Apparently, I didn't need to answer that phone call that badly. So, we will continue with what we were doing. Mic is unmuted. Good. Get rid of you. Where did Grace go? There she is. I think she's still around here. Yep. Go away. Why are you still on me? Get out of here. Go back to the raft. Why are you still attacking me? Stupid shark. And you're still here. Why? Get out of here, Grace. You want to come around for one more pass? You want to see what happens? Yeah, that's what I thought. Where's my stone arrow? There we go. Get out of here. I don't know why she was so needlessly aggressive this time. Oh well. I'm gonna pick up all the scrap here, and I think there's some sand too. Everything is out of order as a result of that phone call. Where are we? Here we go. Okay. So we've actually been playing for about 2 hours now. I'm just going to finish up with this facility here. Oops. And then I will save and quit, take a break, and be back with Power Wash Simulator in about an hour. As I said, we are going to finish this facility first. That's not going to be too big of a deal. I'm just giving a bit of a heads up as to what the next steps are here. So that you're not surprised when all of a sudden I disappear. Clearly I won't just disappear, but that is the case. That this is the plan for things. I need some oxygen. Doo-da, doo-da. I am needing oxygen. Oh, the doo-da day. It's just a good habit to get into to gather everything that you need when you're going ashore or where you find it. And things like scrap, sand, clay, all very helpful. Helpful and necessary. There's a lot of things in this facility I won't need, but the stuff underneath like this, very helpful. So we're just cleaning it up as we go. There's not a lot of it, but there's enough to be worthwhile. Now there should be a little entrance in here somewhere. Here we go. And I think there is an extra package of stuff here. I don't like how dark it is, but c'est la vie. Loot crate. That's alright. That's some decent stuff. I am kind of low on food, which is not great. I don't think I have any cooked potatoes. I do not. Okay. Well, we're going to eat this because we will need to be able to jump here. There we go. This is where most people know that the shark's name is Bruce from. There's little notes like that left here and there around this facility. And they all reference the shark as Bruce. Just most of us don't really care. We call it whatever we want to. Also, I was reading earlier that the shark is actually missing some of the unique features to males of the shark species, meaning that it can be surmised to be female, and this dude just didn't know because he didn't get close enough. Which is cool. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A lack of knowledge is not a sin. Pick this up.
Just me and Owl here now. Stuck on this platform. Sparrow took the boat. I can't figure out why. Everything is just so secretive. I mean, I don't even know their real names. I only know the team at Celine got a prototype working and they needed more people. We were supposed to be those people. And together we would find a way out of this mess. Somehow. Owl's yelling up in the tower. Or maybe the radio picked up something. Is it you, Sparrow?
Poor guy. Just confused. What was this? Headlight. Don't really need. Don't need plastic.
Owl's radio notes. 22nd of December. Distress call received. Balboa Island. 9th of January. Oku won't accept facts. 2nd of February. Gunshots in the distance. Tangaroa City. 14th of February. Sparrow's calm. At Celine. 6th of March. Another distress call. Varuna Point. Missing child. 16th of April. Rafters dreaming of utopia. Foolish hope.
Okay. So those notes are done. I need to get up a little bit higher. Oh! That's not good. I'm just realizing that I dehydrated from eating the shark meat raw. Okay, that explains things. I need to get back to my raft now. Because my health is very slowly ticking down without water. I did not realize I had sacrificed one stat for the others doing that. Who knew shark meat was so dehydrating? Thankfully, I think Grace is dead for a little bit longer, which means I should be okay to get back at least. I don't know about going back to the tower, but I should just scrape by with this, assuming there's some water ready. I don't know for sure. I'm hoping. Because if not, I'm in danger. Oh good, there is. Okay, cook those. I'm gonna get this running right away. Good. Tight, but we managed. And hopefully we can make Grace right piss off this time rather than following us. I'm not sure where she is. There she is. She's just been so relentless lately. It's absolutely ridiculous how hard she's been fighting to get to me. Oh well. Finding some glass is nice though. Not having to cook that is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm really low on food again.
December 12th.
There we go.
Stop for the night. Owl climbed the tower. Radio still works, apparently. Should be 2 weeks before we reach Celine, with the teams not responding. You might say things are a bit tense. The other facilities are underwater, so if Celine is lost, we got nothing. And now, Sparrow's not talking to either of us. really hope I'm not the last hope for humanity.
There's my way up. There we go. Don't need that. Grab these. And I'm hungry again. Yay. Well, I have a single potato. I'm just gonna have to book it. All I have to do is get up to the top, and then I can go back to my raft and start refilling. I have lots of scrap and things. I don't really need to be focusing on this as much as I am. Stairs should be here. And then got a parkour around here. What's that say? Took boat, won't be back.
February. We've picked up a lot of signals. Maybe someone will come and help us. We're not starving. Yeah. The reactor at Selim might be the only chance we have against this endless ocean. The penguins. Owl thinks you betrayed us, but you must have had a good reason for leaving us here. I hope you make it to Selim. I hope you finish the reactor. For all of us.
There's my recycler. Gotta pick that up. And we'll talk to her.
Hey, a friendly face. Wondering how I ended up here? Long story. Really long story. Anyway, thanks, Raft. If me and the bears done this, I sort of ended up as a maritime expert.
Just want to make sure.
Let's head out.
Where is the recycler? It should be in here somewhere. I don't see it. So I'm going to get rid of that because I want to make sure I have this. Okay. And ship is where? Must be out this way. I thought it was out this way. I know I didn't take the anchor off, so it's somewhere. Just this fog is obscuring my view. There it is. And I have to very slowly make my way back again. I'll have to fight Grace as I get closer. Honestly, at this point, I don't know why I parked so far out with Grace chasing me all the way back anyway. Super dumb. Don't need that. Put the ingots up here because I need to grab the shark meat as soon as I get back to the grill. I see you, Grace. Leave me alone. There we go. Ooh, this was a tense exploration. Holy cow. I barely made it out of this alive. But I did. Hooray. Stupid Grace, get out of here. Alright. We're not going to worry about going anywhere else for today. I have been playing for a little longer than I'd intended. We went from 2 hours to 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'll be back in about 45 minutes with Power Wash Simulator. Thank you very much for watching, either on the VOD or for those here in chat. I appreciate you all greatly. And world saved. I will see you all next time, hopefully. And where's my stop button? There it is. Okay, have a good day.